What's up, Ohana? This was gifted to us by my stepmother and my father. They were watching our videos, so shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching our videos and supporting us, and um, I don't know, just kind of showing us love. That means a lot that you guys watch this, so thank you guys. But what's up, Ohana? It's Brada Delson, and I'm here with my beautiful, gorgeous, better half.
Hi guys, I'm Shania.
And wow, it's been a month. It's I think it's been like a month since our last video. Yeah.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah. And the gnats are still here. The cokies are still here. And we're still here. Yeah. Let's just start off with what kind of has happened in the last month. Took a vacation.
You did.
Yeah. Shania was sad and lonely because not only was I gone, but pretty much everybody else was gone too.
Yeah.
You had the kids for maybe half a week,
Yeah.
and then
I was alone.
you were alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in Arizona for about a week, and yeah, my dad, it was what, maybe a month before.
About.
Yeah, he called me up and was like, "Hey, do you think you can get off next month from this date to this date?" I was like, "Yeah, I have PTO. I can take vacation." He's like, "Oh, well, your brother's going to come up to Arizona. My brother Bronson, he's in North Carolina."
Yes.
Yeah, he's in North Carolina. And, I'm going to fly up, go visit your mom and my stepmom. And, I'd like for you to come. We're going to have a hotel room. I'll pay for your flight, food and all of that. He's like, "I just want, just so you can come." And I was initially, my answer was more along the lines of no. Because me being the sole provider for the household,
Yeah.
that brain was like, "No, you can't." And being in sales is being full commission. If I'm away from work, I'm away from sales, and I'm away from providing for my family.
Yeah.
And that's how I viewed it. So I was like, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't have a savings built up. I don't have, that's a week is a long time to be gone from a sales position. And so I was like, I don't know if I can do that. And so at first I was like, I got to think about it. And then he adds in, Green Bay Packers are going to be playing. And if you guys don't know how huge of a cheesehead I am, I'm a huge cheesehead. And today was no exception of that either. Lost to the Panthers, guys. Come on. She's finally starting to see it. And yeah, I was mad. A field goal. But anyway, before I get sidetracked, and I was like, I told my dad, I was like, going up by itself just to spend time with you guys is enough. Like, not just the football game is going to change my mind. It's sweetened the deal for sure, but I was just like, I got to really think about this.
Yeah.
And prior to this, even when I was living in Kona and Shania was living in Hilo, like the most we spent away from each other was probably like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like we've constantly, since we started hanging out, we've like always been always been hanging out. So it's like, I'm like, that's a long time to be away from her. And that's very far.
Yeah.
It's not just the other side of the island or even the island hop away. It's like we're thousands of miles away, hours apart in, time difference. And so that was another thing that added to it. But, as I started talking to friends and to Shania was supportive. She didn't like the idea of being away from me.
But that was it. I just was gonna miss you. That's it. And I made it like that clear.
Yeah.
But I did want you to go.
Yeah. And, I was talking to Greg, and he was like, "Bro, you better take this. you better take this opportunity. He's like, if I had, and much love to Greg and his ohana, he's like, if I had another week to spend with my wife, he's like, I don't care. I would take it in a heartbeat, because you never know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about it, and the last time I took a trip with my dad was in 2003, and if you can do the math correctly, what is that, 18 years? No, more than 18 years. I don't know. I graduated Calacay, so I'm not good at math. 22 years. 22 years ago. And so I was like, honestly, I think this is due. And so I think over the weekend, I thought about it, and I told my dad, I was like, yeah, let's go. And I would figure it out, That's one thing with me is like, I'll figure it out. And so at the beginning of October, I was like, okay, I really gotta lock in at work, just so that I'm not,
Scrambling
when I get back. And all glory to God, like, I was on fire, and I was able to pretty much take care of the month minimally before I left. And so once I was up there,
and then you came back and smashed it some more. So
so
it
praise
was meant
God.
to be.
Yeah, praise God, because that was, definitely. When we went up there, we did a few things, and I feel like I want to sit down with like my dad and kind of really talk about it. So I really gotta, guys, comment below, Papa Dustin, get on camera, because I think that's gonna be a really cool one, just to kind of talk about, the point of view is now him as a father to an adult now, and getting to spend time and do the things that we did up there. I think that would be a cool episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, I haven't really taken a vacation in a long time, and so to go up there and really not have to worry about much, like, my mom, my stepmom, and my dad, they took care of everything while I was up there, and to not stress about money, not stress about the normal everyday life kind of thing. Like, I was able to decompress to the point, like, when I came back, like, I was excited to go back to work. I spent the day after I came back, I spent with you and your family, seeing your brother off. You had family visiting for a few weeks there too, so that was nice. But the day I came back to work, I was like, oh, I'm on fire. Like, I should take a vacation every month. Like, I wish that was
just
a thing.
like a recharge.
Yeah. And so, that took up, quite a bit. And I was up there, over a weekend, and that's usually when me and you sit down and do these videos. So that was one weekend. And then, shucks, it just kind of started flying by.
Well, then you came back, and then we had the car show stuff going on.
Ah, yes.
That we were super exhausted.
Yeah, we had Ashley's benefit concert, or benefit event, live music, all of that, car show, car meet, trunk or treat, all in the same day. So it was busy, and it was a really good turnout.
Yeah.
So, something, that we did good for, that we were a part of, to help raise for Ashley. So, but yeah, and then the following weekend was this last weekend, right? So 3 weekends. Yeah, and what was it? This is the third week since I've been back.
Yeah.
And it was just go. There was a lot of go, and now here we are, and it has not been easy.
It never really is.
It isn't. And I think, as we're kind of sitting here and kind of talking about it, and it's never really easy. It's kind of just, showing that it's like, you gotta be constantly relying on God's strength. As soon as you stray away from that and you want to try and take control of it, things start to get out of hand. And this is the part where, like, I feel like we have been pretty open and pretty, raw about our relationship, our family,
Yeah.
and stuff. But I honestly feel like, we really need to talk about like our hard times. Um, as a couple, right? We are not perfect. We're far from it. We have our battles. We have our fights. We
Yeah.
have our struggles. And, I think this last week, just with the stresses of work, stresses of the kids.
And it doesn't help that we're always go, go, go.
Yeah.
So we just have like
Yeah.
all this.
We haven't really had time for ourselves. And so, geez. It's been I'm just gonna just say it, it's been rough. Like, we're both tired. We're both pretty stretched thin, and that's when regardless if you're a believer or not, when you are low on energy, physically, mentally, and spiritually, in whatever faith that you stand in or belief that you stand in, that's when the enemy, in our case, likes to step in and try and steal you from the joy, steal you from the protection, steal you from happiness and the covering of everything, right? And oh boy, did that happen. And one thing that I want to just give God and Shania the credit for is staying solid and being there for me. Because I'll tell you right now, like it's been a rough one for me the last week. I think because we've just been going. Because nothing like significant has happened, right? It was more so just all the little things that kind of came up and then started weighing down on me to where it's something that I've been saying lately is just everybody caught strays.
Yeah.
Especially the ones closest to me, right? Shania, she's there thick and thin through it all. And I really got to give her credit and, just give you thanks for just being solid through it, like in the last week, we definitely were tested and we had arguments, I'm going to keep it real. We had arguments. But we also I think we broke some chains. Honestly, I think we did. As far as like our communication goes, right? That I feel like has been our biggest struggle.
Yeah.
Is communication. And we've talked about it here before on how communication is key, because obviously that's no new thing, right? Communication is key, and it reminded me of a joke. So if you were I don't know if I told you this one.
I don't know.
If you were locked out of your room, what would you do? I just talk to the lock because communication is the key. That joke of the
I was gonna say, find another way in.
No, communication is key. So, and what we basically uncovered, which is yesterday, is that we're very similar in a lot of ways, but different.
Yeah.
We both don't want to add to each other's plate. We both shy away from talking to each other. And what else? I've been talking a lot, so it's your turn.
Well,
She's scolding me for talking too much,
I did not scold you for talking too much. No, I think like our thought process and things like that, we have a lot of similarities. It's the output that's different.
So like her, she gets like super emotional.
I do.
And me, I get super distant.
Yeah. And for me, it's like once it comes out, I want to just talk it through. But then for him, it's like once it comes out, he just wants to like shut down. So that's kind of where we've been clashing.
Yeah. And we kind of I came across the post and we kind of talked about it on how a lot of trauma in your past will dictate
Especially
how
when
you
you're
handle
young.
how you handle
Yeah.
things when you're an adult, right? And for me, and I mean, I don't really want to get into the whole nitty gritty of it, but for me, it's like I always was known for being Mr. Aloha, always happy. And we found out through our relationship, I'm very much a people pleaser because I want to make sure everybody's doing okay. And I will put myself on the back burner
Yeah.
because of that.
Which I did check you for too.
Multiple times, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've done
Yeah.
it a couple times. And, so for me, it's like because like, that's where I find my security is that making sure everybody's happy because I don't like any, for lack of better words, chaos.
But then
right?
you lose yourself in the process because
Absolutely.
you're putting yourself way on the back burner.
Absolutely. But then as soon as I like, okay, now if we get into more of like the acute topic of relationships, and like whenever my partner, or whoever is on the opposing side of the relationship is unhappy because of events in my past, I'm like, oh no, I don't feel safe. So then now I'm rushing to make sure, whatever I can do to make you happy, none of anything about me matters because I don't want to add to your unhappiness. So now I'm just going to suppress everything else and then just make sure you're good. I'm going to try and fix things. I'm going to try and do anything to help you, try and make you laugh, try and make you smile, do all of these things other than get to the issue
To the
and
core of it,
communicate,
yeah.
right? And so that is not healthy. It is not healthy whatsoever.
Nope.
Because then now, because I'm suppressing everything, men, I know there's probably a lot of men out there,
Oh yeah.
maybe even women out there that have this same
That's me, yeah.
problem, that you just start suppressing, and you're just trying to take care of your partner, make sure they're good, and then one day, it has to release. And that's kind of what happened, right? I was just like raw word vomit
Yeah.
and emotion vomit. And you're like, where is this coming from? And I'm like, I don't know. And we literally sat down after, the motions of being in an argument, right? We sat there and talked about it, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. And I think that was breakthrough, right? At least for me, what I can say, I think that's a breakthrough because now I was able to let you know and communicate with you without snapping, after snapping. I did snap. Like I said, I'm being completely raw with you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I did not know how to direct it, right? And so now, like I said, chains are broken. We're coming through and we're breaking through. And so now I'm like, okay, now I know that she's going and willing and wanting to listen to me. And I think the biggest thing for me was being recognized, right? And you did that. Because we did struggle with that for a while. It was like, I didn't feel recognized and I didn't feel like you were actually listening to me. Not because that you weren't actually listening to me, but because of the words,
Yeah.
because of like the process, I guess, on how you were doing it. And then we just end up just completely depleted, and we're just like, we don't know what to do.
And then that kind of plays into like the whole we're very similar.
Yeah.
We just the way that we output it is different.
Oh, 100%. And then for her too, is like she shuts down when I get a certain way too, right? And so then when she shuts down, then her defenses go up, and then it's almost like her offenses go up too. And then now we're doing this.
Yeah.
And we're like, now we're not gonna get anywhere. And then it literally took that to the point where we're like, bro, like, are we still doing this?
Yeah.
Like, we got to that point. And, it's not, like I said, it's not an easy thing. Like, everyday life is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
And you guys got to give yourselves credit. You guys got to give yourselves grace. You got to give your partner grace because it's hard. Life is hard. You're not only dealing with, your own stuff, but you're helping your partner with their own stuff too. Like you guys got to come together and work together because it's you and your partner versus the issue, not you and your partner versus each other. And that's the one thing I feel like that's our biggest takeaway from this, right? And so I don't know, like what is your take? Like what did you get out of that? Like just in this last week alone.
What did I get out of it?
Yeah.
I mean, I do agree with you on the whole breakthrough thing. Because if, like we've both have tried to communicate certain things like over time and it just like wasn't getting through and it like kind of took us getting there to like really.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go sit down and talk about it.
I didn't want to.
I know you didn't want to.
And that's what I mean. Like when I got to that point, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm too tired. I don't want to talk.
Don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah. Like my guards are completely up.
Yeah.
Like.
And that's where we differ because you just don't want to talk it and I want to talk it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because talking it out is the only thing that's going to like get you through it. Because if you're not communicating to me what you need and I'm not communicating to you what I need, nothing's ever going to get resolved.
No. So I'm glad I'm glad we had to go through that, and this is like a testimony, right? Right. So not me answering my own question. Squirrel. It brings me back to a quote or a saying that I used to hear a lot is there is no testimony without a test. And we went through the test and now we have a testimony to share so that, like I said, even if you're not a believer, even if you don't have faith, like if you apply this to just like real world things, here's your proof. There's your proof. Like if we don't know how to communicate not only with our partner but with like just everyday kinds of things, you're not gonna be anywhere. Yeah. And so I feel like that is, even at my workplace, dude, communication is horrible. Like you would think like, hey, if any of you guys are watching this, sorry, I'm not gonna mention any names or anything, but like, come on, man. Like as easy as like, hey, you're irritating me, or hey, you shouldn't have went about it this way. Work would be so much easier, guys. Like we could actually enjoy working with each other. And that was another thing that added to a lot of stuff because I'm just like, bro, working with a bunch of adults that don't know how to communicate with each other and work as a team towards one goal is helping out our guests. And so it was frustrating. But anyway, so breakthrough, like that was really good. And, if you guys need any like prayer, or just want to talk about stuff, please feel free to reach out to us. Like if you are, most of you guys that are watching these videos are coming from our social media.
Yeah.
And, just shoot us a message on that, and we're so happy. Like we're more than happy. Every time we see a comment or a message, relating to you guys watching our videos or a question that you guys have, it literally makes us so excited. Yeah. Like we're like, oh, so it's so message, we love it. So please feel free to message, to comment, anything. So, that was October in a nutshell. Another thing that I want to kind of talk about tonight is just kind of like our goals, right? If you don't have goals, you really don't have direction. And because then you're just kind of just doing the thing. You're just kind of on autopilot. And this is one thing that kind of came up to me recently, like in the last week, was like, I need to set a goal. I need to set a goal. So before I get into that, what I want to talk about is, what is your goals for the month of November?
First and foremost, probably I really do need to work on like my patience, I think.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to the kids, because they are kids.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard sometimes for me to like give that grace like in the moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're not, like you're smart. You know what you should be doing, but you're just not doing it.
Yeah.
So then I lose my patience. But that's definitely a big one, I think, for me.
Yeah.
And then I do want to get back into the gym. I feel like, because I've been that, like,
Yeah, that was your thing.
it was my thing
Yeah.
at one point, and then I kind of just fell off because life got so busy, and just haven't gotten back to it. So I definitely do want to get back into that.
Yeah. So you got pretty much mentally, right? Mentally, you want to work on your patience.
Yes.
Physically, you want to start getting back into the gym. What about spiritually?
Spiritually, I feel like those goals are never really ending.
Yeah, but it's something good to kind of speak out, right? Because once you speak something out into existence, it's there, so.
Well, I've definitely been pretty good about like getting into the word every day. I do want to go more into like the aspect of like finding myself through God's word, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's, like, because you're more so on the newer side of your faith, right?
I mean, I've always been like in faith, but I was never like hardcore into it.
Yeah.
So.
I wouldn't say like hardcore. Like, you don't have to be hardcore into it.
Well, like.
I would say more like consistent. Like, not hardcore.
Yeah, I guess.
You've never been consistent.
Because I've always been like spiritual, but I just never really like opened it and was like just reading it like I do now.
Yeah. Kind of, you go to church.
Yeah.
And then not much after that. Yeah.
And then every time I feel something, I'm like, oh, let me just open my Bible out and see what God gives me.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of that lately.
Yeah. No, and praise God, like that's helped me too. And like, honestly, like, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. No, and like, if you guys have like your partner, right? Guys, people that are, in relationships watching this, like, it's good to have an accountability partner, right? To keep your partner accountable to their goals, because that's gonna help them reach them, right? Like, you're with your partner not only just to be in a relationship. Like, you guys are supposed to build a foundation, and on that foundation, you guys build an empire. Like, you guys are supposed to be each other's everything. Like, you put in everything with Christ at the center, for us at least, So, for me, I would say I want to work on my discipline, like mentally, like my mental discipline. Like, that is something I've struggled so much with in my entire life. Chalk it up to ADD or ADHD or any of that stuff. Like, I get hyper fixated on stuff, and then I'll be good for like a week, 2 max, and then I'm like, something like totally just derails me, and then I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Yeah, it's so that's one thing I want to work on from here on out, but not only just for the month of November, but baby steps, right? So, and I know that's a general thing, but I think for this month is like really focus on applying discipline to our videos, discipline at work. So really, it's kind of just in every aspect. I just want to be disciplined, and I want to work on that. That's my goal, mentally, right? Because I'm always just like all over the place. So, physically, I have decided that I want to do Honolulu Marathon in 2026. So, with that being said, for the month of November, I already had mapped out a training regimen. So, I want to follow that training regimen and be diligent about it. and really get this thing going, because I want to finish under 5 hours. And I am almost 180 pounds, and my knees are not gonna like it. So I need to definitely be good about my eating, but also getting into motion, so that my body starts, feeling like it can do this stuff again. Because I know I can. I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 30 this weekend. This coming weekend. That's crazy. So, yeah, that's my goal physically, to get back into that. I'm not really gonna set me like a, I want to weigh this much by the end of the month.
I feel like weight doesn't really matter.
No.
That's why it's how you feel.
Yeah. So it's really like just follow the training regimen and listen to my body on how it feels.
Yeah.
And also just kind of just eat healthier. It's gonna be hard because we got Thanksgiving coming up, my birthday coming up, so it's like
everything in moderation.
Dirty,
okay.
Well, moderation for your dirty 30. We'll be good. I'll be good.
Just talking about discipline.
I know.
You're
but
already
you
like
only turn 30 once, okay? We've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah. November 9th, guys, it's my birthday. So if you guys see me, or see me on social media, wish me a happy birthday. That'd be cool. Thank you, guys. Yeah, spiritually, I do want to get back to how we were at the beginning of October. We were, first thing when I woke up, makapia in the eyes, the phone is too bright. I pull up the Bible app, we're doing a devotion in the morning, we're praying, we start the day, and then we end the day, devotion and praying. I want to get back to that. Because honestly, I felt the best in every aspect of my life when we were doing that. At home, felt great. At work, felt great. Spiritually, felt great. Physically, not so great because of just, yeah. But that's going to change this month. So that's my goals, at least in those 3 departments, departments. Yeah, so, if you guys, what is one thing? So, when you guys watch this video, whether it's on Instagram, I don't have TikTok, maybe if you post it on TikTok, but, or on YouTube, if you guys comment below, what is your goals for the month of November? Or whenever you watch this, can you go? Just hang out with them? Kids, we usually do this after they go to sleep, but one of them just woke up, so. But yeah, just comment, what your guys' goals are for this month, and maybe for the rest of the year. And we'll definitely pray for you guys, and just kind of be a community, right? And yeah, but thank you guys for being a part of our family, honestly. Thank you for being a part of our family and just being a part of our journey.
Yeah.
So we're very thankful for you guys. Remember, it means a lot if you guys just like, comment, subscribe, and share. Share it to somebody that you think would, could use this video. So, but other than that, I think I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else to say?
I do not.
No? Well, we're looking forward to it. We're going to be diligent. We're going to be disciplined. And we're going to continue to work at the things that we need to. And I hope you guys are too. Aloha, guys.
Oh, he's supposed to cry.
No, that's... Oh, end scene? And end scene.